I cut off my daughter over a misunderstanding and now she won't come back. Aita? I'm 47M and a single father to my daughter Kate 15F. Her mother is unfortunately out of the picture, took her own life shortly after Kate was born, so I don't have much help in the way of parenting, which is why this happened. I have other family but I don't really want them involved with the parenting since it's something I always wanted to handle myself. So before you judge, please understand this. About 2 months ago I couldn't find my credit card anywhere, and despite checking the numerous places it could have been, I thought it had been taken. Since Kate and I are the only ones that live here, I thought she might have had something to do with it. I asked her if she knew where it was and she said no. I went back to looking for a bit, but after I still hadn't found it I thought it may have been stolen. I had it shut off and then thought about who could have stolen it. The only person I could think of was Kate. So I tried to get her to confess to stealing it and she wouldn't budge. I tried being calm, but after some back and forth I eventually snapped and yelled at her to tell me where it was and why she took it. She was crying and saying she didn't take it, but I didn't believe her, so I went through her room and couldn't find it. I figured she took it somewhere and I was just so mad at her that I called my sister, Annie, and asked her to take Kate because I thought she was a little thief. Annie came and took her but told me that I shouldn't accuse her of taking it because she knew Kate wouldn't have done it and that I've lost stuff before and found it in unexpected places. I told her there's no way I'd lose something this important and that she had to have taken it. We argued back and forth, but eventually I was so angry because I thought Kate stole my card that I yelled that I didn't want to see that stealing witch until I got my credit card back. I guess she heard what I said because I heard some sniffling and felt really bad, but Annie took her and left. I was still angry, so admittedly I trashed her room in hopes I might find it, and still nothing. I ended up replacing my card since I figured it was gone for good. I hadn't spoken to Kate out of anger and figured it was for the best since I don't think I'd have anything nice to say anyway. Last week I replaced the couch, and while I was taking it apart to clean it before I sold it I found the damn card under the cushions. The one place I didn't think it would be, it was. This meant that Annie was right and I felt horrible for Kate. I called Annie and told her I found, and she rightfully yelled at me for being an idiot. I asked if Kate could come home and Annie tried getting her to talk to me, but she refused and said she's not coming back. Annie then told me that she's been depressed since this happened and had to put her in therapy because she almost took her life over this. I didn't realize that what happened would have led to this, and I am so scared to think that I could have lost Kate the same way I lost my wife. I broke down and asked what I could do, and Annie just said that I probably screwed up our entire relationship and that I should work on moving on. This is bothering me so much. I know I screwed up, I just want to know what I can do to get her back. I miss my daughter and all the good times we had together. She's been the only thing keeping me here since her mother died, and I feel alone without her. I don't want to force her to come back, otherwise I would have just filed her as a runaway and risked my sister being charged with kidnapping, but I want her to be okay around me again. Aita for what I did with the only knowledge I had at the time, and how do I get her back?